So in this session, I'll give you, of course, my introduction, which you've already given. I'll give you details of the university as an overview, like the courses that we offer, like the location, the rankings that we have, etc. Also, I'll share a few understanding about the location, the town Sackville, where the university is located, and the province of New Brunswick as well. We also have few requirements for admissions in the university, which we'll discuss in this session. And if you guys have any questions, we'll discuss it at the end of the presentation. Uh, I have been working in this industry for 4 to 5 years almost now, and Mount Allison University encourages me to give everything in to create the best of a career for a student, which is the most encouraging thing in this industry, right? The best part is we help students to create their career. Mount Allison itself has been doing that since almost 180 years. We were established in 1839. Location is on the Trenton Marshes in the heart of a small town called Sackville, province is New Brunswick. Best part about the university is that we were the first ones in the whole British Empire to grant a bachelor's degree to a woman. Her name was Grace Annie Lockhart. Now, it was not easy for us to give a bachelor's degree to a woman in that time period when things were a little bit orthodox in the British Empire as well. So Mount Allison started its courses with mix and match of courses, like I explained. I'll explain that again in detail. And we started giving out bachelor's degrees. We have bachelor's in arts, science, commerce, music, and fine arts. And we have more than 45 majors and minors for students to create their own degree. Like I showed in the website, we can give you aviation and bachelor's of commerce. You'll get the exact training, the exact education that you require, that students require to be a pilot. And at the end of the degree, they'll graduate with a commercial pilot license, a multi-engine class rating, and a single instrument rating as well. Now, this course is not specifically for a science stream student. We are allowing students from commerce to select aviation as majors as well. The only reason behind it is we want students try their courses, to see their skills, to see where they stand in these courses and create the best degree as per their knowledge, as per their skills and their understanding. We don't want engineers to be out there in the market having 30 backlogs, or those doctors or CAs spending 15 years and then becoming a CA or a doctor. We believe that you should try your courses, you should see if you are good in them or not, and then select your majors and minors. So Mount Allison University offers a freedom of 2 years to its students to try their courses. You can change your courses every semester, or once in a year, or twice in a year, or maybe like 4 times in 2 years. At the end of second year, I'm so sorry. At the end of second year, we ask students to disclose their majors and minors for the complete degree. But that does not mean that they'll only get 60 credits. They do get 120 credits. So for the first 2 years, the subjects that they try will work as a prerequisite, or they'll work as a credit transfers for the final degree that they'll select. Now, when I say we give a freedom to students to select their courses, let me take you back to the same page. In here, we give you freedom to select a major in Bachelor's of Arts from science stream as well. In Bachelor's of Arts, you can have a major of psychology, a minor of literature, or any other minor from other courses, and elective subjects as English, French studies, etc. We're not limiting courses to streams. Of course, we cannot offer physics or chemistry as majors in Bachelor's of Commerce or Bachelor's of Arts, but we can offer computer science as minors in Bachelor's of Arts or Bachelor's of Commerce. And as a matter of fact, we offer computer science as majors in Bachelor's of Arts as well. So if someone is studying Bachelor's of Commerce with majors in commerce, doing accounting, management, financial accounting, or maybe marketing, etc. in commerce, and having computer science in minors, that kid, the student will be prepared to be a good marketing guy or an entrepreneur or a sales guy in the field of IT, in the field of computer science. Similarly, when I said you can do a double majors or joint majors in any degree, what if a student gets an opportunity to do a bachelor's of science in biochemistry and computer science together? While doing this, students can actually connect those streams and create a career out of it. Say, for example, we have pharmacy channels in India like Planet Health, right? Just giving an example of Planet Health or Zydus pharmacies. Now, these guys are producing their own pills. Also, they have their own retail or wholesale stores out in the industry. Now, these channels are created with good IT backups like a good warehouse management system, a good recruitment system, a good procurement system. What if a kid is doing biochemistry and computer science together and creating his or her own channel like these? Similarly, what if we offer bachelors of commerce as majors with commerce and minors in psychology? It will really help students to understand the psychology of business as well. When you meet a client, and if you have a background in psychology, you'll understand what they need. You'll understand what your boss needs as well. So you could be a bridge in between, connecting the whole show and do a great business, or maybe counseling as well. So mix and match of courses is the major reason why Mount Allison University is Canada's number one bachelor's university. I'll give you a few examples, like I gave, like psychology and commerce, etc. I'll give you a few other examples of those courses which are not that famous in India, but it really has a good career in Canada or abroad as well. This is one of my favorite subject, which is Geographic Information Systems. It is available as minors in all courses made by Bachelors of Commerce, Arts, or Science. Related programs to it are geocomputing, computer science, or geography. Now, how can computer science or GIS or geocomputing GIS or commerce GIS help students? In GIS, the curriculum that we have gives you all details related to locations, the human environment, the statistics and locations, the research methods in those environmental sciences, etc. This helps you to do the evaluation. You can have a career like a cartographer, a GIS or GPS analyst, a field surveyor, a map interpreter, etc. So these are all popular careers that students get with GIS in majors or minors. Now, what if you are doing real estate as your major business and having a minors in GIS as well? You'll know which field is good for farming. You'll know which place is good for infrastructure. You know which location is going to emerge as per the requirements in the country as well. So mixing GIS with commerce and doing business in real estate helps students a lot in terms of a career, in terms of a business, right? So mix and match helps students in every way possible. This is one of the example that we have. I'll give you another example. Say, for example, computer science. Almost all students I meet nowadays are, willing to do computer science as majors. They think that IT is the new future that we have, and IT is a part of computer science as well. So this is the degree that they should do. We allow students to have it as majors in BA, majors in computer science, or minors in any other degree. You can mix it with physics, geocomputing, mathematics, even economics, right? And there is no specific criteria to mix it with courses. You can have it as minors in any course with any majors. Best part is that we give you courses in detail in the website itself, so you can understand the courses that we are teaching or the curriculum that we have. Almost all faculty, 96% faculty that we have has PhD in their own field. Open any of these courses, you'll see a doctor in there being a faculty. And the best part is the careers. We become engineers to be engineers, but we have seen engineers working in banks. We have seen engineers being greater entrepreneurs as well. So basically, they were not a good material for an engineering course, or they were not engineers, right? But it was really late for them to understand what is good for them, and then they started their business. Of course, they are doing good, or they're achieving greater heights in future. But what if we tell you that this is something that you can do with this course and you can try it? Another example, computer science. You could be a computer network specialist, a logistics specialist, web developer, website designer, a software or programmer analyst, etc. So this is one of the major reasons why Mount Allison University has been ranked as number one bachelor's university, mix and match of courses. With mix and match of courses, we provide small class sizes. 17:1 is student to faculty ratio. 96% faculty, like I said, has PhD in their own field, and We have the liveliest campus with more than 160 clubs and societies, wide range of sports and fitness and recreational opportunities. So it's a mix of historic architecture, being one of the ancient University of Canada, filled with modern facilities and well-kept grounds. We also have one of the best Rhodes Scholars record among Canadian universities. Rhodes Scholarship is considered to be the biggest scholarship in the world, except for UK, in which students gets to study in University of Oxford, UK, and the scholarship amount is more than 100,000 US dollars. So even if a student is doing mix and match, having computer science as majors and bachelors of arts, that does not limit them for majors or minors. They can also have masters of science in computer science, right? We are Canada's best enrolled universities, and we are ranked number one for the past 21 of 29 years. We again ranked number one this year, so it's now 22 out of 30 years. Rankings are given by Maclean's, and for those 8 years when we were not ranked number one, we were ranked number two. That is almost like 10, 12 years back. So we have never ranked below number two, and since almost 10 to 12 years, we are ranked number one in Canada continuously. We have won a lot of national awards as well. We won this in 2018, 19, and again in 2020 as well. This award has been awarded to us for the faculties that we have. These are a few courses that I mentioned. These are just the majors. You can have a look at the website as well, or just have an idea through these courses that these are majors available in several degrees. You can have anthropology, Canadian studies, classics, drama, economics, etc. in arts, accounting, business administration, business management, finance, marketing, aviation, etc. in commerce, biology, biochemistry, chemistry, computer science, etc. in science as well. Now, the best part is 17:1 student to faculty ratio. So when you're doing a bachelor's with mix and match of courses, if I was 18 years old doing aviation with computer science or aviation with drama studies, I'll be literally confused. And also if I'm coming from a background of commerce, having no mathematics, I'll be really, really confused, right? I'll never dare to do that when I'm in India, but maybe I'll try doing that in Canada. But the best thing that I can have is a support from the faculty. So 17:1 is not just there to give you an understanding of the courses in detail, but it is there to support you in every way possible. Every faculty will know the mix and match you are trying. They'll try to support you in the best possible way, and we also provide undergrad research opportunities. So there is no limitation to education that we provide. We have experiential learning opportunities in every degree because, of course, if you are doing aviation, you need to fly a plane. If you're doing computer science from BA, the best way you can learn computer science is by doing it, right? So hands-on learning experience is there in every course that we offer. Now let's understand the location that we have in here. So this is where the university is located at the edge of New Brunswick. Below the black line is USA. Above that is Canada. It is far away from Toronto, Montreal, Quebec, etc. So if that is your that is a location that you're willing to go, New Brunswick is quite far away. So if you're landing to New Brunswick, you can't go to Toronto or such places every day, right? So you have to make a decision coming to New Brunswick. This is where the university is located, very close to Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia as well. Now in Canada, most of the students are going there to have a better lifestyle or to enhance their standard of living. To do that, you need to have few benefits from the government. Number one benefit that students have in New Brunswick is a free medical coverage from the province. So you have to stay in New Brunswick for 3 months, give a proof of the same of your stay. Also, you need to give a proof of a full-time degree that you're pursuing in New Brunswick, and then you're eligible for a free medical coverage without having a permanent residence. Second benefit that New Brunswick has for students is the location itself and the atmosphere that we have. It is really close to sea, so it is not that cold. On a cold winter day, it might go to -10, but it is not the usual scenario in here. It does not go to -35 or 45 that we know about Canada. So the location is quite good for students who are coming from humid or hot places. It is not that cold. Number three benefit is getting a better job. If you're spending good amount in education, it is important that we have a job or we work in the same field. New Brunswick has a very good percentage of success rate in getting students their field jobs, and the rate is really highest compared to any other location in Canada. Also, there are a few other benefits that we have on campus with students. We have the highest on-campus employment. Almost 700 students are employed on campus out of 2,300 students that we have. So the total number of students is 2,300 in Mount Allison University. 700 of them are working on campus. So this also helps students to do a part-time job with their education, make money for their daily expenses and not giving a headache back to their parents in their countries. Also, the best part is getting a good experience on campus with your education. Say, for example, if you're doing biochemistry and being a lab assistant, or you're doing business management as majors in bachelor's of commerce and working in the international recruitment team, right? So these are a few examples of on-campus jobs. We have very good opportunities for students on campus. Also, in our student portal that we have a job portal in there, similar to LinkedIn, quite similar to LinkedIn, where students can apply for jobs. We have a lot of companies, around 1,500 to 1,800 companies registered with us in that portal, from St. John, Fredericton, Moncton, Halifax, and Sackville as well. These are a few cities which are almost 30 to 45 minutes away from campus. The students can work in those cities and get good jobs with education as well. These are a few benefits that the university is providing. And one of a major benefit that students get in the location is of Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. It is considered to be the easiest immigration scheme available in Canada, and we have had students who usually get in their own permanent residency after almost like 6 months of completing their education with us. So Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program plays a huge role for students as well, because once you are spending 4 years for a bachelor's in a different land, in a different culture, or in front of a community which is really close-knit community, but having a lot of international students, you will get involved, and you will not, you will not always have willingness to come back to your country. So we have on-campus counselors as well, who are IRCC counselors who can help you to get a PR as well. So these are a few benefits that students will have in Mount Allison University. Now, with education, with a great location, you need to have their safety and their own residences as well. Kids usually of 18 years or 19 years old come for a bachelor's to Canada. So they need a residence to stay in, to get involved in the community. Nearly 90% of first year students live in the residence that we provide. There are 8 residences in total, divided into north side and south side. Every residence has an executive and RA team, as well as academic mentors and docs. Academic mentors helps you with mix and match of courses if you're not understanding a subject or a topic, like we have in India, right? In Indian education, the best part are the tutors who help us to go through a subject or a topic in our education. So academic mentors are those. They also help with mix and match of courses and give you their experience as well with that. We have academic dons as well. We have executive and RA team as well to help you find a new job, an internship on campus, off campus, or work in a company which is there in the city or nearby cities, etc. So they help you with everything possible. We have Jennings Dining Hall, which is nationally recognized, and we serve 24/7 in there. That is also there with us. Coming to clubs and societies, New Brunswick is really an exciting location for students, and Mount Allison University is ranked #2 in student satisfaction. So you can't always be with the courses, you can't always be with the jobs and satisfying students. You need to give them extracurricular activities, a day off, or an hour off, or 2 hours off, to spend on community or to spend on something that you like. So we have more than 160 clubs and societies. We are considered as a classic university town, known for the arts and culture that we have. And we have a very rich social atmosphere, may it be sports, fitness, recreation, music, theaters, cinema, performance art, volunteer work, research, internships, work opportunities, nightlife, etc. And we are amongst those universities who really, gives a bachelor's in aviation and a bachelor's in music. So we have wide range of courses, and we give opportunities for mix and match as well. So yes, we are extremely lively, and the clubs and societies help students a lot to get involved in the community. Jumping to admissions requirements, we need students from India to have 55% in their 12th grade. We are not accepting open boards or NIOS boards. They need to have 55% in major 4 subjects as well, including English. For those students who are willing to do Bachelors of Science with us, they need to have mathematics in their 12th grade as well. Now, if someone is from biology background, which is something that I get on a usual day, wherein the students are like, we did biology, but we didn't have mathematics in our 12th grade. So those kids can select their majors or minors in biology, biochemistry, etc. to Bachelors of Arts in the first year. You can do mix and match, but you have to disclose a majors. For those kids who are not having mathematics, you have to disclose your majors so that we will teach you mathematics in the first year. And if you score good, you can transfer to Bachelors of Science in the second year. With respect to English proficiency requirements, we accept IELTS of 6.5 overall with no band lower than 6. If a student is lacking in there, having overall 6 with no band lower than 5.5, we can give you a 3 months English course, which is English Academic Bridging Program, and it has an additional fee apart from the tuition fees that we charge. We are also accepting PTE overall 61 with no band lower than 55. Duolingo is also accepted. 110 is the minimum requirement. And being a university, we do not have an age limit or an age criteria. Like students up to 28 years can only get admitted. We do not have an age limit, and we believe that students can any day start a new education and do mix and match of courses or get the best of education any day, right? So we give credit transfers to those students who have completed a bachelor's or are doing a bachelor's in India. They can get a credit transfer, maximum is up to 2 years out of 4 years. They need to have at least 50% or 2.0 out of 4.0 in their bachelor's. These are the minimum requirements that we have and the basic requirements that we have. Jumping to fee structure, tuition fees a year is 19,040 Canadian dollars, 19040 for 2 semesters. In this, students can try as many courses as they want, and they can have 2 majors, 1 minor, or any kind of combination. The fees won't go high, except for aviation. In aviation, the tuition fees from second year will be roughly 38,000 Canadian dollars. But that includes the training cost, the fuel cost, etc. So we are not charging that separately. It is inclusive, and the cost is approx 38,000 Canadian dollars. We have on-campus residence, which is not compulsory, but I will always encourage students to stay on campus to make friends, to get involved, and get the best benefits out of it. Residence single room is 6,566 a year. Resident services and house executive dues is 748, which includes local phone, cable, TV, internet, mini fridge, laundry room, student-led programming, etc. Unlimited meal plan for students is 4873, which is 24/7. These all are for a year. Full-time student organization fees is 738, which is for student union membership, library contribution, newspaper, radio, etc. Basic medical coverage is 765. This is for first 3 months. If a student is going through any kind of medical issue in first 3 months, they will get a coverage out of this amount of 765 Canadian dollars. So the coverage is of around 6 to 8,000 Canadian dollars, right? But if they are not having any such issues in first 3 months, this will be refunded back. 100% refund will be given to them. Other fees is 375 Canadian dollars, which is an estimate. Textbooks are 2,500, etc. So the total cost goes to 35,000 Canadian dollars and 605 Canadian dollars as well, right? This is the fee structure. So in a nutshell, we are ranked as #1 bachelor's university in Canada, have one of the best Rhodes Scholar records among Canadian universities, mix and match of programs, small class sizes, experiential learning, and paid internships are there. Benefits from the location, Atlantic immigration pilot programs, job opportunities within the city and province, and free Medicare coverage. So that's all about Mount Allison University. I thank you again to the entire team for having me here, and I'm open for questions. Let me know if you have any doubts or concerns.
Perfect. Okay. Suppose economics major book, minor book will be different. Okay, Ishika has a doubt on major and minor. She wants to ask if economics is major, minor could be different. I guess you have explained that, but if you could explain a little more.
Right. So say, for example, if you're doing majors in economics, You will study at least 15 textbooks related to macroeconomics or 15 textbooks related to microeconomics, and you'll be going in depth to those courses, right? But if you're selecting economics as minus, you'll have an overview of those courses, an overview subjects of those courses or textbooks of those courses.
Okay. Mustafa, what will the package? It will be, if you're talking about total cost, then it costs you around Canadian dollar 39,000 per year. 35,000 Canadian dollars per year. That includes your tuition, accommodation, living, and all other things that are included. So all things are included in that 35,000. For pilot training, the cost could be little higher. That is from second year onwards, right, Sujit?
Right. Yes.
And Mustafa, PT, Duolingo are English proficiency test. In case you're not taking IELTS, you can take other method. But for CAD, for visa process, anyway, you will have to take IELTS if you are going to apply for SDE program. How many years this course is? Yeah. Sujit, can you answer that?
4 years, yeah. Bachelor's is of 4 years. If you have a bachelor's degree in India and getting a credit transfer, it might go to 2 years.
Okay. Let me ask you a few questions from my end. First is basically, you said that in terms of age restrictions, there are no age, you can take up to 28 years. So how many do you basically, is there no gap on education gap also? Any education gap can be acceptable?
Yes, any education gap will be accepted with us. Also, if someone is like 28 years old or maybe even 40 years old, we just need details on why they want to start their bachelor's with Mount Allison University. So they have to give us a letter of intent. Also, they have to give us their CV, but that CV could be, I'm so sorry, that CV could be giving us details on why they had a gap or what they were doing in that time period.
Okay, perfect. There's a question basically here. What if I want to do major in arts, but I want to do a minor in commerce? Is it possible to do so?
Yes, it is possible. Very much possible.
So she wants to do a major in psychology, a minor in business management. That also is possible, right?
Yes, that is possible.
So there are a lot of mix and match, which I could understand. And they, if you are not taken your 12th maths, I guess you can still go because there are a lot of options available because of this mix and match, and you can opt it out. Computer science is one such basically, which is for me, basically, I was always believing that it requires maths. Does it require maths by any chance?
So if you want your degree to be Bachelor's of Science, you need to have mathematics in 12th grade. If you don't have mathematics in 12th grade, you cannot do mix and match. You have to disclose your majors with Bachelor's of Arts for the first year. You will be sitting in the same class with BSc guys. You'll be studying the same subjects and doing the same mathematics for the first year. If you are scoring good, then you will be transferred to Bachelor's of Science in second year, and your final degree will be of Bachelor's of Science.
Perfect.
So to get admission, you'll have to take BA. But if you're disclosing your majors in the first year itself, then you can easily transfer to Bachelor's of Science.
So it means that suppose I have made a wrong choice, I still have an option to rectify my mistake. I can go and join the university. They will help me basically by taking up those courses, and I can choose the specialization that I'm really interested in. Do I have to pay anything extra for this?
No. So mix and match and everything has the same cost of 19,040 Canadian dollars.
So that's a tuition. Yeah. So you don't have to pay anything extra. It is part of the tuition fee that is already mentioned, which is around 19,000 Canadian dollars. How much time it takes for processing application?
For processing, as in like from BA to BSc, right? 1 year.
I mean application processing, how much time it takes?
Oh, application processes. We usually take 2 weeks, deducting the holidays. We usually take like 14-15 days to give you an offer letter. Okay.
Is there an application fee?
Yes, so application fees is 50 Canadian dollars. But if a student is having like 70% or more in 12th grade, we'll give them an application fee waiver. So you'll not have to pay anything for an offer letter. Then we have registration deposit, tuition deposit to ensure your seats in the university. It is of 250 Canadian dollars.
Now the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, after you finish your program, you will be applying for it, and how much time it takes?
See, it depends upon the student, on individual's profile as well. If you have 4 years of degree, 9 months of experience, you can apply for it, get it in 6 months or maybe 3 months or 2 months, or sometimes it might take a year for you as well to accommodate those point structure that they have in Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. So
So
this I'll keep on you to explain in detail in depth with the point structure of EIPP, right? Which you can surely explain better than me, but it depends on individuals. Say for example, every year students can work full time for 4 months, right? We have a summer gap of 4 months wherein students are eligible to work for full time. If you're working full time for 4 years, and if you are doing that every year, you'll get almost 16 months of experience. Also, you have a bachelor's degree on hand for 4 years. And if your scores in IELTS are good, that will help you to create a point structure which is easy for you to apply for PR. I mean, you'll already be eligible to apply for a PR if you have 16 months of experience, 4 years degree, and good IELTS scores. You're eligible to apply for PR.
perfect. And that's why basically applying to New Brunswick is, in terms of students who want to study, work, and settle, maybe one of the good options to select.
Right.
I guess that's all questions that I have. Thanks you, Sujit. Thank you very much for explaining so much, the credit transfer system, talking about how the 120 credits are divided between majors and minors and how it works. Thank you for, being here, for sharing all those things. And there's a question about scholarship. So what about scholarship from specifically Rhodes Island scholarship? How do the student apply for that?
So it's Rhodes Scholarship. We have scholarships in September intake. So university has Jan and September intake. For September intake, we have entrance scholarships, which ranges from 4,000 to 16,000 Canadian dollars for the degree. And you need to retain your score. So say for example, if you're awarded 16,000 Canadian dollars as scholarship, for the first year you'll get 4,000 Canadian dollars. If you retain your scores, you'll get 4,000 again in the second year, and in the third year, and in the fourth year. So that's how the scholarship works for entrance scholarship. And the eligibility criteria for entrance scholarship is your academics and extracurricular activities. Say for example, if you have say for example 70 percentage in your 12th grade, and you have good extracurricular activities like working in an NGO, giving out your time in a community to help old age guys, or having good sports certificates as well, that will help you to get the larger amount of scholarship. There is no particular criteria of a percentage or academic percentage or extracurricular activities. But yes, it is awarded considering both. The deadline for entrance scholarship in September intake is 1st of March. So you need to do your application before that. With respect to Rhodes Scholarship is not given by Mount Allison University. We prepare students for Rhodes Scholarship, which is given by University of Oxford, UK. Now that scholarship is more than 100,000 US dollars. In almost 180 years, we only had 55 Rhodes Scholars. Still, it is the highest record among Canadian universities. So not all kids are good enough to be a Rhodes Scholar, but we prepare you academically throughout 4 years to apply for Rhodes Scholars.
So it's 16,000 Canadian dollars for total 4 years divided by 4, and that, so you get 4,000 Canadian dollars per year. Right. And the student needs to apply along with the application and with the profile and voluntary service and everything. The admission committee will evaluate it and then may offer the admission as well as scholarship, right?
Right. For that, do apply before 1st of March in September. Yeah.
And for the Rhodes Scholarship, the university will prepare, and the student can get the entire tuition, accommodation, living cost covered, if the student is really good, but that depends, that could be very less.
Yeah.
Fine. Thank you, Sujit, again for the wonderful presentation, for answering all the questions, and for being here. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure, and thank you everyone for having me here. I really appreciate you for giving this platform, and yeah, Stay safe, guys. Let's work on not having a third wave, so that we guys can give you more information face to face and can meet you guys in person in your cities. So stay safe, take care, and yeah, thanks again. Have a wonderful evening ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. And please hold on. There is some more information that Aruna would be sharing. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for attending the webinar. I would want the students to attend all the webinars so that they get guaranteed results. Don't make any complaints, no excuses. Share among your friends and family so that they can participate and be on time. Tomorrow, it's Tuesday, 17th August. The Student University webinar will have the topic, Right Friends Are Important for Success. And the student questionnaire topic would be how to prepare an audition for acting. And the presenting university is New York Film Academy, USA. The presenters are Ms. Lizzie Sack and Mr. Roger Del Pozo. We'll start at 6:30 p.m. sharply. And so I suggest you to log in 10 minutes early. The Student University webinar is the largest live Student University webinar on Zoom and on Facebook. It's a 37-day live event from 13th August to 2nd October. 37 foreign universities are participating from 10 different countries. There are 37 student questionnaires answered by the university officials. You have 37 success skills for students to achieve their career dreams. There would be application fee waivers, scholarships, and the Q&A session. Free Zoom one-on-one meeting for personalized counseling. So you are a part of student university webinar groups. So kindly contact your volunteers so that they can arrange for you Zoom one-on-one counseling. Follow us and like us on Facebook and on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is EACC 2000. Follow us on Instagram, EACC_2000. The 10 best feedbacks will get special prize. Every week, the prizes will be declared on Saturday at 8 p.m. You can give your feedbacks in the chat box. There is a Facebook live page link given. You can post your feedbacks there, or you can post your feedbacks on your wall with hashtag EACC, hashtag Coach Richard L, hashtag Student University Webinar 4, hashtag Get Connected. You can tag us at EACC 2000 on Facebook and at the rate EACC_2000 on Instagram. Follow us also on YouTube, EACC-Education Abroad Counseling Center. For free Zoom one-on-one counseling, you can contact your volunteers and they will arrange a Zoom one-on-one study abroad free counseling. If you are not registered, kindly fill the Google form and you will get a free Zoom one-on-one counseling. Support us by forwarding the link to your family, friends, and to all your network.